Hey guys! So let's get started. First I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is a pore minimizing primer. I'm going to rub that all over a clean face to diminish any areas. Next I'm going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm just going to fill in my brows with an angled brush. I prefer my brows kind of dark, so you can just do any shade of your choice. This is the Anastasia Amrezy palette. This palette is gorgeous. I'm going to go in with the color Vanilla. It is a satin finish light shade, and I'm just using a flat shader brush, and I'm going to press that all over my bottom lid. Next, I'm going in with the MAC 217 brush, and I'm using a warm tone. This tone is Caramel, and it's a warm brown tone. I'm using this as my transition color, so I'm just blending this from the outer corner and up through the crease of both eyes. Next, I'm going to go in with a little stiffer of a blending brush, and I'm going in with a deep burgundy tone. And this I'm only placing on the outer corner about halfway along my crease on both sides. This is going to deepen up and give you that real depth in your eye. This is a really pretty shade. I like using this deep purple rather than like a black, especially for a daytime smoky eye. So this is just smoking it out a little bit. And that is the deep plum color that I just used, and that's the color that I used in the transition, the caramel. Next, I'm going back in with the deep plum, and I'm going to darken that area up just a little bit until I get it to the shade that I want. This color, Morocco, is a red brown, and I'm going to use this to just layer up and add a little more definition to my crease, and this just really warms it up. And I'm putting that right above where I put that caramel transition. I'm using my blending brush just to blend. And I went in with this color Legend as my highlight right underneath of my brow bone. Just a little bit of shimmer up there. Next I'm going in with the color Beautiful Iris. I'm sorry I forgot to show you guys this color, but it is a lilac purple, and I'm putting this in my tear duct. This is a really pretty shade. When the sun hits it, it's kind of like an iridescent look. This is the NYX Wonder Stick. This is a flesh toned liner, and I'm putting this in my waterline. This will allow my eyes to appear a little bit larger rather than doing a black liner. I'm going back in with that red brown Morocco, and I'm smudging this right on my lower lash line. I'm stopping right before, sorry, that was my computer. I'm stopping this right before I get to the purple shade because I really want to keep my inner corner light. Then I'm going to go over the red brick with a little bit of that deep purple, which is this color. And I'm just going to darken that outer crease a little bit. This will smoke it out and give me a little bit more of a sexy smoky eye. These colors complement each other very well. This is just a Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is just my favorite mascara, and I'm applying this to my upper and lower lashes. Next, I'm using the, I believe this is the CoverGirl, no, I might be lying. This is the Maybelline concealer. I love this concealer. It's a wind-up concealer. I'm using the Maybelline 24-hour whipped foundation and my favorite foundation brush. This is the MAC foundation brush, or you can use the Beauty Blender, whatever you prefer. I had some breakouts there, so I used concealer to cover those breakouts. And make sure you take your foundation down your neck because you don't want your neck to be a different color than your face. And this is the eyes, close up. You can put on lashes if you prefer, but I just kind of went with the natural lash. Next I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte mattifying foundation, which is good for an all-day wear, and I'm just applying that powder. I meant the Fit Me powder, I'm sorry, and I'm applying that all over my foundation. I do have oily, shiny skin, so I like to use a powder. This is the City Color Effects contour palette. I got this off Amazon, and I'm in love with it. I'm going in with that chocolate brown, and I'm going to kind of carve out my cheekbone area because I have more of a rounder face, and I like to contour my cheekbones to give my face a little bit of shading and definition. So I'm just going right along that line. I kind of just like pucker my lips and find where that indents in, and then I'm just shading that in to give me some definition. From here, I'm going to use the warm brown tone, and I'm going to warm my cheekbones. I'm kind of using this in place of a blush because for this I didn't want to do like a pinky blush because of the eye colors that I use, so I did more of the bronze look. So I'm just applying that where I would apply my blush, and then I'm going to go around my temples and around my forehead just to give me a little bit more color because I am a little bit pale, and it's just going to define my face a little bit more and give me those warm tones. Next, I'm using a fan brush and the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish, and I'm just using this to highlight my cheekbones. So I'm going to put that right on top of where I just put the bronzer. This will just give me a little bit of a highlight and glow when the sun hits it. It's really pretty and subtle. I don't go crazy with that because I already have oily skin, so I don't need to add too much to it. This is just the NYX Nude Lip Liner. This is like a warm neutral brown, and I'm lining my lips with this. It's just a little bit darker than the lipstick I use just to not wash me out when I put my lipstick on. This is the MAC, and you know what? I'm so sorry I forgot the name of this, but it is a nude tone lipstick, and I will put it in the bottom bar. The name of it, it's like a satin finish. The colors complement each other well. And then I'm going to go back in with that highlighter, and I'm just putting a little bit on the Cupid's bow of my lips and the Skindinavia Bridal Makeup Finishing Spray. Even though I'm not doing a bridal look, this is really good for holding your makeup all day. And I just gave myself a lot of sprays of that. So you see that iridescent purple? I absolutely love the way that turns out. In the sun, these warm tones are gorgeous, and definitely check out this makeup palette. And I will put all the information in the bottom bar, and I hope you guys like this look. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to catch my next video. I'll see you guys next time.